How's it going, guys? All right, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a breakdown of what we're going to be going through here, just to kind of make this video a little bit more easy, because this is a very long video, guys. And I have broken it down and put the timestamps down there just to make this a little bit more simple for you guys. If you guys don't have the time to spend about 40 minutes to go through this whole video, you can break down the parts that you need and it'll be a little bit easier. Nonetheless, though, welcome to the Kript-o channel, where we bring you all the information out in one video to make it a little bit more easy for you to kind of get your information all together in one source here, basically. Today what we're going through is the white paper for MXC, and again, I'm going to be going through that next, but I also wanted to go through the $100 giveaway that we're having right now. So to start this channel off, I wanted to do a $100 giveaway, and I'm going to keep that going until we hit 1,000 subscribers. If this channel decides to go a little bit higher, I'm probably going to increase this the giveaway, sorry. I probably will have, two prizes actually. So I'm going to make sure that I have one for the first 1,000 subscribers, and then I'm going to have one for whatever, tier we get to after that. Again, it's a $100, 100 USDC giveaway, which I will be airdropping as soon as we hit 1,000. I'll post the video. So if that does interest you, please hit that like, get comment in there saying that you subscribe, because that is part of the contest. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. You can get more entries if you guys follow our Twitter and our Instagram page. Those will be down there too. Again, those are all brand new accounts. So I just wanted to kind of see where this channel goes with it, and just give back to the community as I build it. So this is something that you guys are going to get used to with this channel, is we're going to be giving back. That's one thing that I really want to, is whether you're getting very good information, you're getting tutorials, or you're kind of just, getting some value out of the time that you're spending watching these videos to kind of educate yourself in the crypto world here. It's always something like that. And I would like to actually, give you guys some crypto to play with realistically, because not everybody wants to invest in crypto. So what's the best way to get into crypto is to be given some crypto. So yeah, if you guys want to get involved in that, follow those guidelines about what I put on there, and it's gonna be really, really easy to get some crypto in your pockets here, guys. Anyway, go to the video and we'll see what you guys think of it. Hey guys, welcome back to the Kript-o channel. Told you I'd be bringing you some really good juicy information here, and MXC is definitely one of those things you want to be looking out for here. MXC is an IoT network. It's kind of straightforward, and it says it right here. It's your free smart city IoT network on blockchain. I mean, you can't really get more straightforward than that. How it all works is that the MXC Supernodes provide LP1 network services to devices around the world. Yeah, so you probably don't know what that is, or maybe you already do know what that is. Basically, it's these LP1 networks are different devices that you can buy some hardware, and it allows you to be able to mine the MXC token and a few other tokens within it, and kind of provide a coverage like the Helium network does, because I'm pretty sure a lot more people are a little bit more familiar with that network. Again, these do kind of work on similar guidelines, but they're totally different, and they're not competitors of each other. They're totally different entities themselves. If you want to compare apples to apples, you wouldn't be comparing these two to each other, because realistically, what MXC is trying to perform is a little bit different than what Helium is trying to perform. Again, the tasks are a little bit different, and it's just like having Apple and Mac, Apple and Windows. You're going to have different users, you're going to have different applications, you're going to have different needs based upon what those are. And again, MXC is just going to be providing one of those platforms that's going to give you those options about, what can happen if it was to be integrated into a smart city, which it has been already in China. It's already been pushed along quite far over there, and it's spreading across the world right now. They have, at this point, this video, the shooting, they have around 10,000 miners deployed right now, with plenty more nodes that I will go over in the future here. But I do want to get into MXC a little bit more, and kind of break down what it does have available here, and kind of go through the white paper and see if this video will bring you some value by going over some of the information that you might have not known or you were curious about. Again, this is going to be a fairly long video, and I'm going to make it a little bit easier for you all because maybe you don't need to see all the details that I'm putting out here. So I'm going to put different timestamps in the bottom there so you can kind of see different parts of the video that might be of your interest. But again, if you sit and watch the whole video, I mean, it'd mean a lot. But again, it's really up to you if you need it or not. The timestamps are there nonetheless, so it'll make your life a little bit easier here. All right, so going forward here, I just want to go through the basics of what MXC is and, you know, how it all works here. So MXC is an ERC20 token, and if you guys don't know what ERC20 is, I kind of got a page put up here. It'll kind of briefly bring up everything that you really need to know about ERC20. Again, going off what Investopedia says here, so it's one of the most significant Ethereum tokens is known as ERC20. ERC20 has emerged as the technical standard. It is used for all smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain for token implementation and provides a list of rules that all Ethereum-based tokens must follow. ERC20 is similar in some respects to Bitcoin, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Again, it's basically saying that MXC is using the Ethereum blockchain, and that's what the ERC20 basically means, kind of like summing that all up there. It's basically running on there, very, very secure. Everyone knows about Ethereum and the benefits that it does have, and the security that it does bring to all the dApps or other coins that do decide to work off their network. The one thing that's really cool about MXC, which again, we're talking about the hardware, is yeah, the hardware is here. Like, it's really, really cool. Like, this is how you earn money with the MXC if you decide to go the hardware out of it. It's all in one device. You don't have to worry about it buying an outdoor case. You don't have to worry about buying extra antennas or anything like that. Well, currently you don't have to worry about buying extra antennas because it comes with 3. The 4th one here is not provided, and it's not actually needed right now until they decide to I think it's go to 4G or something, capabilities like that. I'm unsure about that. But it's power over Ethernet, so you don't really have to worry about a lot of wires, which is really good. It's got no sound to it. It's a quiet miner. It mines 4 tokens, and it's funny, it's got 4 antennas on the top right now. But currently we don't have the Polkadot right now. So at the moment, what it does mine is MXC, DHX, and they have a project which I'll go into a little bit later, which is the Kaiser Project. And that project allows you to mine Bitcoin. And again, this is all cumulative, so you're actually mining all of these independently, and it'll all add up, which is one thing that's amazing about this miner, is that it's a multi-token miner. And in the future, we're going to be able to mine Polkadot, as MXC has built a relation with Polkadot. And if you guys know much about Polkadot, it's kind of like the interchain king right now. So it's really, really, really good partnership they have going on there, and I'm very, very excited to see where that goes. And at this point right now, with everything that's happened in the market, it's been pretty bad, and DOT's been holding fairly strong right now. So I'm a strong believer that this is a great partnership that they've gone with. But if you're not into getting into the miner just yet, and you're just trying to get a little bit more information, if you were to have any MXC, you can stake it in pools, and you can basically get dividends every quarter for however much you staked, which is really cool because having dividends really does make you feel like a stock market, and it's gives you rewards based upon what you put in there. Again, this is not financial advice, so again, take all this information that I put out there to your own discretion. You know, make your own decisions about where you want to go with it. But MXC does provide a lot for its users. And I'm going to show you the coverage right now, what we got going on here. So if we look at the map over here, let me just zoom out. It's going to zoom in Germany. If you look at all these gray ones, those are the LP1 gateways. So those are those small nodes that actually grab information. But these blue ones are the M2 Pro miners. So if we're in Germany right there, Like we have quite a bit of users. Got a bunch in France. And if we zoom out, we can see that there's a lot of penetration in Asia right now. It's been released in China to be able to help with the smart city, so you can see like huge concentrations in some areas over here. If we look at these areas here too, right, like 356, that's huge, right? If you zoom in, you can find out, you know, how broad this is. But I want to go into, again, North America over here. I want to show you where we are, right? I'm in Canada, right? So, you know, in British Columbia you have 19, Seattle you got 12. You go down, you know, it's California, you got quite a vast number there. It's being adopted fairly quickly right now, and it's only going to go up right now. The market cap is very low, so it's a great time to get into it if you're looking for those gems. Again, not financial advice, but if you do your own research on it, you will be able to find out that it's fairly small for what this company is going to be and what it is going to be covering right now. And again, if you just look at this, it's huge. Like, the coverage is there, guys. Like, this company knows what it's doing. If you see what they have in their white papers, which I'm going to go over in a moment here, you'll be able to see that this is very well thought out, and they know exactly what they're doing right now. Again, look at these supporters here, guys. They have a lot of supporters backing them. You guys might know who will be. You guys probably know VeChain, very big companies, all backing them. There's a lot of other companies that are also here too that are, you know, all backing this company because they see where it's going and the potential with it. It's actually quite amazing, right? You know, it hasn't been talked about that much, but it's going to be talked about in the near future because all these smart city components that we're going to be needing, you know, being able to have that car pull up at the perfect time. There's an example that I have here that I'm going to go into shortly. And here, actually, I think it's, where is it? There's right here. There is a very, very great example. This is the example I wanted to look at. It's the garbage collection. Okay, guys? So this is kind of a really good idea about understanding how the benefits of this would be for having all these different implementations of MXC nodes interacting with real life you know, systems that we have, like garbage collection, right? So let's say this is the example they used. Local city council wants to ensure the safety and security for the general, for, you know, the local city. And what they're trying to do basically is to improve the garbage collection, all right? So by doing this, they want to be able to basically make it so that they have less trips to the actual garbage cans and only come there when they're actually full. So what that provides is actually a big savings on fuel. It provides a savings on wages because you're only sending people out when it's actually necessary. And you're actually reducing the traffic congestion of the road. So realistically, it's a win-win-win right there. Like, you got 3 wins right there. And that's just a small example of where you can go with it. And again, this is just using it on a general basis. If we go a little bit further into it, you can make apps run off this stuff, which is really cool. And I think that's what the future is going to be like. It's like you're going to make apps that are going to run off of this, and it's going to be like a guardian network, which is going to be protecting us. Like, if you were to have an app that, you know, connected X device to Y device, you know, then you lose X device, and, you know, you go to your device and you're like, hey, where is that? And you have the guardian network or the MXC network around you, and you can find it, just as a small example, right? Or it can be able to give you real world data, which is kind of like good. You can find out, let's see what the temperature on the sand is. Let's say if you're at the beach and you have sensors on the beach that are giving you the temperature of the sand, about how deep you have to go for the water temperature to drop. These are just examples, right? Because like when it's a hot day, you go to a lake and it's like really, really hot for the first, like, you know, like 1.5 feet, and then it gets really cold. It'd be cool to kind of know, like, the temperatures and stuff like that. Again, anyway, these are just some ideas that I could think about, like, well, real world uses could be done, right? Where it's just like really small things could actually be incorporated into our lives and be, you know, like direct information that we need for what it could help us with. Because like looking at the weather network, you know, it's great. You know, I'd like to know more in-depth information about what's going on around me in the surroundings. And again, this is just another example of where that can take us to. So that's just one thing. I will go back to the actual protocol here, because this is where this is from. This is the technical white paper here. But there's other things that I did want to go into for everything to kind of make sense a little bit more. I wanted to go into the tokenomics here and explain to you how this all works, because if I go any further, I think it would make it a little bit confusing, and I found this process makes it a little bit simplified and a little bit more easier to take in as an information, because this is a lot of stuff we're covering, guys. And if you guys are still here, honestly, like, thanks, guys. If you guys like this information though so far, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be posting a lot of videos like this all the time, and I'm going to be covering many companies. I'm going to be going over a lot of information, and I'm going to be doing some tutorials. So again, if you like that kind of stuff, yeah, follow along, hit that notification bell too, so you can be updated as soon as I post those videos. But going back to this video here, guys, going to the MXC, let's see what they got going on here. So they got data highway. They got all their nodes, right? These are the big nodes that they got here. They got the staking, which is going on here from the wallets, right? They got the land sensor. This is where the miners are, right? And this is where they connect to the other sensors. These are sensors that are sensor owners, right? So parking, air quality, fire, waste management. Again, like we were talking about that. I just wanted to use that as an example. So when we're looking at this, it's not just words anymore, guys. Like you can actually see like case for what this would actually be doing for this. And I think this makes everything a little bit more easy to kind of take in. It's easier to digest, right? So I want to go down a little bit more and show you guys the growth that they expect here, because it's very simple if you guys look at what they're planning here. If you look at this is devices in billions, and this is the time, right? If you guys look at what their numbers are, it's going to increase. They're saying that it's a sensational increase over 462%, comparative speaking, in 2030, right? And that's talking about population growth. And on top of that, you're talking about more devices being connected, because the more advanced we get, the more devices we have, the more devices that each individual has, you know, from only having a computer before as like your main internet source. Like you had a phone, then you had a computer, and then you had a tablet, you know, like it's like 3 devices right there, guys. So I mean, like it's, you know, whatever the population is, you X that by however much, and then, you know, that's a general idea, not talking about like, you know, kids too young or people too old don't understand devices, or people don't have access to it. I'm not trying to take that, I'm not trying to go too much far into depth into that, but this is just a general idea about where everything is going to go. So having the growth chart go this high, it's very simple to see that there's going to be more apps, there's going to be more companies, there's going to be more products that are going to be adapting themselves towards the integration of these nodes being out there. Instead of just having to work on like radar from a car, like from an automatic, from a car perspective, right? Like if a car has automatic driving, they could have these nodes to be able to detect stuff that's way far ahead of them, to be able to integrate that information in. So if there's a pothole that just generated at that point on that side of that road, and this smart car has adapted its driving to be able to, you know, ease its suspension or stiffen its suspension based upon what the road is, but there's a new obstacle in the road there, guys. With this, it has the capability of grabbing that information on there, sending it to the car, being able to adapt at that point to be able to see real time what happens, right? So again, this is going to save you guys a lot of money in the future, because again, if you're the owner of that vehicle, yeah, you're going to save a lot of money without having to pay for repair for a tire. Sorry, I think I'm speaking a bit too fast, guys. But yeah, if you guys don't want to have pop tires, it's really, really good to have these sensors out there. Again, just another idea about where this can go, right? The cool thing about this is that MXC is kind of one of those companies that wants everything to be inclusive. They're trying to like provide interchain data, right? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to work with all these other competitors, right? So IOTA, Streamer, Helium. The speed of them was within 5 seconds. These other speeds or whatever, right? But again, the target group is small devices to large machines, right? So again, if you look at what they're trying to provide compared to what Helium is trying to provide, they're going only for small devices. So again, you know, if you lose an item or if your dog runs away, again, those are the specific things that Helium is trying to work off of. But MXC wants to kind of incorporate into more structural foundation, pieces of foundation that would be able to provide a lot more utility for us in the future. Again, smart cities. Think about it, guys. Think about that. Big machines, big cities. We need a lot of nodes. We need a lot of power to be able to get all that taken care of. And again, MXC is going in a different direction. They're trying to go for, again, they say small devices too, but again, there's different preferences from every single application that's out there. Different companies, you know, they partner up with this group or they partner up with that group. And that's just the way it works, right? There's competition with everything, which is a benefit for all of us because we're not having to deal with monopolies. You know, we have different competitors to deal with, which is really great. Going down here, I just want to show you guys a little bit more information about like some stuff that is provided with the LP-WAN network, right? So the LP-WAN network, it covers 40 kilometers, guys, which is really great. If you're talking about these other technologies, 3G, 4G, 5G, there's 10 kilometers. Wi-Fi, as you guys know, it's what if you guys have nests in your house to be able to expand your Wi-Fi, you guys know, you guys don't even get full coverage in your house with Wi-Fi. But with the LP-WAN, again, this is taking the congestion off of that data stream that's already being used by other devices because Wi-Fi, your 3G, 5G, I mean, you don't really want to congest those systems up if you don't need to. If they can have their own integrated system taking care of what is needed to be taken care of. I know, not very great at explaining things like that, but let's keep going, guys. Again, these battery life on a AAA battery can last for 5 years. Again, this is only using the LP-WAN radio frequency, I believe. If you start using the wireless and other the other things that it can do, it will drop the batteries down. Again, if I'm wrong, MXC, correct me, because I did a little bit of research and that's what I remember right now. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go into the MXC token distribution here, and this is kind of really good to see because if you look at how it all works out, this is just the initial distribution, right? So the team gets 20%, early investors get 20%, and the investors have to hold everything. They're half their investing, whatever, for 6 months from the listing of the exchange, and a quarter vesting every quarter thereafter. So you guys have to see that they're kind of making it so that there's no easy exit out of everything. They're holding everything. And again, that was a while back. That was in 2018. So it's 2021 right now, and it's May 31st. So, I mean, yeah, it's not a big worry about them pulling out at this point. And they did their private sale, their ICO, their foundation, all this kind of stuff, which is really great to see. But the one thing that really made me happy is to see this is the MXC fund allocation usage breakdown, right? So the biggest thing is this thing here, mining. So if you guys are interested in getting into one of these devices and worried about the longevity of it, you have nothing to really worry about. This is where they stand. They're given almost half of their profits to the mining aspect of it, which is huge. If you look at Helium, it's a degrading network of rewards. Not saying that it's a bad network. I strongly stand by that network too. I mean, I stand by a lot of networks. But this is where they stand right now. And MXC is, I'll go through some more things that will kind of make it a little bit more open for you, or easy for you guys to understand. About why this is really cool about how they structure everything. Again, the ecosystem 10%, marketing 20%, legal 10%, R&D 20%, which is really, really great, guys. So I think that's a really good place to stand with the way that they distribute all their funds here. Again, this is an update roadmap of where they started off. This is where they built their contract. The MXC contract was built off the Ethereum chain. They had their ICO, global token launch 2018 and fourth quarter. 2019 first quarter they did their wallet. Again, MXC did another wallet release there. But if we just go down a little bit more, right? Like, we're here, guys. Like, we're here at 2021. Basically, we're almost here, right? We got a lot of stuff. They've already planned it out. They already know where they're going with it, guys. Their mainnet, mining mainnet, you know, there's another addition at that point. Their interchain data market, which includes Polkadot, Data Highway, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Like, look at that, guys. That's huge, right? And that's in the first quarter of 2022, which is not that long, guys. So it's a really good time to get into this right now. If you guys want to see some great earnings, these are some of the partners here, guys. So if you guys watched the AMA, you just seen Aaron on there. I believe it was Simon. I feel like, oh shoot, I can't believe I might get his name wrong. Yeah, I feel horrible right now. I feel horrible right now. But yeah, it's the last AMA they had there. It was really great video. They had a giveaway there too, guys. They gave away, I believe, 10 merch packs, and there's, I don't know if that was airdrops too, but it was a really great event. So if you guys want to follow them on their Telegram, I'll have the link below down there. Really great channel. They're always helpful, very friendly, because there's some really great ways to benefit off of these miners. And if you were to speak with some of the guys in the community, you'd see how these guys are making more than what the expected income is, because you know, they've worked around how much the DHX and the MXC and the boosts and all that is to work around. I mean, again, speak with those guys yourself there. I'm in there once in a while chatting, and I'd like to also see other people in there too if they find this information useful here. But again, these are the guys there. If you guys are worried about people, you know, getting rugged and stuff like that, I mean, these are their faces. They're real people. You can go talk to them on, you know, you can see them on YouTube. Like, it's the real deal, guys. Really strong team. Again, more of their partners and everything like that. So yeah, that's kind of like a little bit of a breakdown there about what their team is, kind of a good understanding about where we're going with this. I kind of want to show you about more information that will kind of lead you to like where this can go, right? Because now that we have a good understanding of it, we know who's behind it all. We know the idea of like where the future is, of where MXC is going right now. It's always good to know a little bit more, right, about what these benefits are for you, right? So I was talking about staking very briefly, and I'll go into staking a little bit differently here. So what they're staking is again, just like any other staking, you put the money, or you put the MXC in, you can power it up with DHX, you can be able to get rewards every quarter, right? You can either put your MXC in the Data Dash app for you know, different terms, and that will give you more boost. It's really up to you, but where you want to go with it. I believe there's a boost at 9 months, and then at 12 months, and then at 24 months is the boosts, I believe. So those are your choice of where you want to go with it. I believe the MXC and the DHX in addition would bring you at least, I think the math roughly was, I don't know, anywhere from like $3.50 to $5 extra every single day from that. So if you add on to the estimated, what, 10 to 14 or 12 to $14, that's given through the MXC daily, which is guaranteed and is bear proof, because that's the amount you get. It's not a certain amount of token, it's the amount of fiat value. So that's the real cool thing about MXC is you pay a lot for the devices, but you don't have to worry about the prices dropping, because you're still going to be getting your $14 or $12 to $14 estimated on your mining process. So yeah, really great process. Again, it's a really amazing system they have going on here, and the staking is really cool because on top of all the mining that you do, like I said, the extras that you can be getting out of it is you could be getting an additional, what, like $5 a day just from having it in that pool, not even having it in the bigger boost that's bigger, like a really long lockdown. Put it in for 3 months and get paid every quarter with your earnings. So you're making money on top of your money. It's really great, guys. It's an amazing system here. So we got to talk about staking and the participation. That's kind of whatever they talk about here, the staking participation. We as MXC owners, we choose one of 21 global distributed supernodes in which they safely deposit and store their MXC. Again, you choose the ones that are usually closest to you, and the more people that are in there, so the bigger they grow, the more returns we will have. So again, it's really good to kind of build them up, and the more that we have built up, the more returns that we're going to get out of them, which is, you know, at the end of the day, better for our ROI. And I always want to get faster ROIs if I could possibly get that done. Yeah. So at the launch of this new process, you know, like of getting all these supernodes set up, the MXC team is going to be involved in setting that up. But they're going to go from centralized to decentralized, and that's kind of basically stating that it's going to be a democratic vote. What's going to happen? So we're going to be able to choose, you know, the different supernodes in the future, which kind of gives us a lot more control of like the direction of where MXC is going. And it allows people that are actively involved, actively staking, to be able to give more input on where they want to see the company go. As an active investor, you know, you have more to lose and more to gain out of it, any direction that the company decides to go. So it's really amazing that they allow us to vote on the direction of where the supernodes are going to be, or like who's going to be chosen for the supernodes. And yeah, again, it's the participation. You know, the more you have in there, you know, the bigger say I guess you could have on there. Again, I could be wrong on that. Again, if I am wrong, I apologize. MXC. Don't think that I'm not reading all the information. I just can't remember it all off the top of my head right now. But yeah, the more people that are staking, the more people that have capabilities of being able to vote. You have 21 supernodes, like I said, to be able to provide these. The supernodes, the cool thing about them is that once you put your money in the supernodes, they're actually held in cold wallets. And yeah, that kind of makes it a little bit more safe. You don't have to worry about hacking. You don't have to worry about anything happening to your MXC because it is in a cold wallet. And yeah, it's all put on public addresses, it's on public forums, it's accessible to all investors, the data partners, stakeholders, supernodes, and all of that again is all available for us to be able to see as investors, so we know what's going on there. A little bit more security is that all of the supernodes must perform KYC, so know your client, know your customer, before they participate in the MXC supernode. So it's not just a random person setting up a supernode. It's going to be somebody that has to be vetted first, and you know, in the future it's going to be people like us going to be voting them in, which again, credibility is going to be built by these individuals for us to be able to allow them to hold our funds, which again, democratic process, making sure that we have, you know, kind of security to be able to take care of any situations that could arise. And that being said, MXC has made sure that they have a way to be able to protect us. In case of an exit, supernodes must return all tokens within 96 hours of exiting the supernode process, which is really good. I mean, they have that security right there. And all profits made during the calendar year must be automatically paused and returned within 7 days to the supernode staking parties. So all the rewards, in addition, come back to us too. But yeah, that's kind of like the breakdown of like how everything works there, right? That's kind of what I wanted to show you on the staking aspect of it, because that'll kind of give you like a better understanding of where everything goes. Again, everything's stored in hard wallets. It's basically, those supernodes act as escrows. So it's, you know, security for us all there. And again, if you want to know why they hold our payments, it's all right here. It'll basically explain to you why. It's just basically they want to make sure that the exact equivalent of MXC to your M2M wallet to be used in contour payments. MXC's contour payment method allows you to trade data using MXC within a matter of seconds. So if you were to use the MXC, I guess, they want to make sure that there's enough MXC in the system to be able to use it in case you bring anything out, in case something happens. I'm guessing that's where it goes. Again, I could be wrong, but that's kind of the idea that I got from that. But yeah, that goes through the staking part of it. So I want to go into how the smart machines work here, and this is how the smart machine bidding works. The smart machine bidding is kind of like the way that the devices allow the packets to be sent and which packets get sent first in an order, right? So if you have millions of packets being sent out, like regular information being sent out, just like data analyzing stuff, but then you have priority systems out there, like anti-crash collision software or red light software, or different things that require a higher priority, right? Like a fire extinguisher, a fire alarm system. Those kind of things need to have the highest priority. So this allows people to actually have a smart machine bidding system in place to be able to guarantee that their products are put at the highest priority of it. So in the case of the garbage man finding out if the garbage cans are full, that could probably be on like a mid-tier to low-tier request, right? So that packet would be kind of like on the lowest priority, right? Because it's not necessary, it's not life-threatening. If the garbage stays there for an extra 5 minutes to 2 hours, it's not going to be the end of the world. It could stay there for 24 hours extra, and the worst case scenario is somebody might not be able to park there. Worst case scenario, probably, maybe the worst, something else could happen. Anyway, but yeah, for all these other systems that you want to make sure that have the capability of being able to access these networks quicker than anything else, it gives you this smart machine bidding, which again makes everything a little bit more secure. You're not having to worry about any faults in the system because these have been thought out by the company. And knowing that people that are developing on these systems, whether you're an app developer or if you're part of the government, looking to find different ways to be able to bring these systems into your country, you have the security knowing that this is out there to protect you. This system can be adjusted for your needs. Whatever you need, it's there to be used for you. The cool thing about this, again, is that the network is only getting bigger. It's only going to expand more. So we have to realize that there shouldn't be any limitations on how many devices are going to be provided, because these things could get congested fairly quickly if you think about the expansion of a whole population using all these devices. Again, these smart machine bidding strategies, going to this could be on a subscription based, right? So if you're an app developer, you have all these things that you could build on a subscription. If you want to do a single bidding strategy, I guess this is where you could build off that. Again, there's multiple ways of going at it. You could have fixed price, you could have auctions, right? Kind of like a little way I was kind of thinking about it is the way it would work is if you were at a bar, right? Or you wanted to go into a bar or a nightclub, and there is a lineup, right? And you're VIP, you think that you're VIP or whatever. Maybe you are VIP. Maybe you're like the biggest hot shot there is out there. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, you just wanted to be in that bar, and you didn't want to stay in there. Maybe like your girlfriend, your boyfriend is like not wearing like the most warm clothing for standing outside in the lineup. So you wanted to bid on there, and you decided to cut the line and use a smart bid, and you just cut through the line there. You sent the highest bid out there. You jumped to the front of the line there. So I mean, that's a good way to think about it. I mean, that could actually be a case use scenario, but I don't really know. You guys have to like build those apps. Build that up. That'd be sweet. Okay. But this is kind of like the direction it's going. Is like there's different ways that people could use this system. It's a very, very, very amazing system that can be adapted in so many different ways. It's really about where the user wants to go with it. I mean, if you guys want some information, you know, shoot me a comment down there about what information, like where you guys want me to go with this, or like if there's other things that I didn't cover and you guys want me to kind of go into a little bit more detail with it, just like drop a comment down below, and I'll definitely do my best to get all that information taken care of there, or get all that information answered there for you there. Sorry. All right. And the last thing I kind of wanted to bring out is, you know, one thing that's really cool, and it just kind of got released, and it's the Kaiser Project, guys. So again, low power Bitcoin mining. So the whole thing with Bitcoin mining is that, like, oh, it's so much power to use and everything like that. Okay, well, yeah, Bitcoin miners, beware. This miner, 5 watts, like 0 sound. Yeah, should I bow, or like what do I do? What do we do in this situation, guys? Whoever supports MXC, do we just like, do I just like high five you guys? Like, is that what we do? Because like we're already green. Like, I don't know. I guess we're the smartest ones. The guys that back MXC, those guys are the smartest ones. So I mean, like, yeah, big ups to like the MXC team, because like they're already thinking about it. Like, look at that, Kaiser Project. If you guys don't know what it is, they're allowing you to mine Bitcoin on top of all the MXC and DHX you can mine on top of your machine, which is 3 separate streams of income that you could be mining. I mean, that's amazing, guys. That's absolutely amazing. So think about that. It's just a really cool project. I'm going to put the link to the blog here so you can check it out. I'll put the link to the video for this video here too. They go into a lot more detail on it, and I think you guys should go to the MXC Twitter, go to their Telegram, go to their website. You know, go check them out, guys. Go check them out on their YouTube. I highly recommend that. They're amazing group of people out there, and you guys should learn about them. Send this video to some people that don't know about them. And again, those links are gonna all be down below, and everything I've said, again, guys, and for entertainment purposes only. But if you guys did find this information useful, again, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'd mean a lot. And if you guys have stayed this far into the video, like, seriously, like, that's awesome, guys. That's super awesome. I hope you guys have hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be posting a lot more information like this. Make sure you hit that notification bell too, so you guys can get notified as soon as I post anything up. And I hope to see you guys in the next video, which I should be posting. Wait, it's gonna be, I don't know if I can ever get this down. Okay, it's gonna be somewhere over there. Yeah, maybe, hopefully maybe it's gonna be up there. I don't know, wherever it is, it's somewhere over there, guys. Yeah, anyways, guys, see you guys later. Cheers.